Students today are bombarded with information through advertisements, social media, and a host of other digital media a lot more today than they ever were in the past. In a 2009 report, University of California, San Diego calculated that the average American consumed 34 gigabytes of content or 100,000 words of information in a single day. And this was almost 8 years ago now. The statistic is likely far greater with the exploding presence of internet, smartphones, and other digital devices. I describe this phenomenon as the Infoflux. It is a term I've coined to describe the constant influx of information people are bombarded with in contemporary society. In just 5 minutes of scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, among various other platforms, people come across hundreds of pieces of information. We live in the scroll-fast culture where we do not have time to deeply and critically analyze all the information we come across. As such, it becomes incredibly important for educators in the 21st century to teach critical thinking competencies. Existing literature on the topic also suggests for participatory democracies to function, people need to be better able to think critically. Yet, one of the key issues in critical thinking education is that there is a lack of consensus among educators and education researchers about how to best define, teach, and assess critical thinking. More importantly, while scholars are beginning to realize the importance of critical thinking in the information age, the literature is lacking in empirical or evidence-based studies about how educators should teach students to think critically in Infoflux worlds. There is also unclear evidence whether the students who are currently learning critical thinking in schools are actually able to apply this knowledge while navigating their digital worlds. Over the last 4 years, I have been creating an educational software called mindJig at the University of Toronto that explicitly teaches students how to think critically. This SSHRC-funded study will use mindJig in an empirical study to first determine how successful it is in enabling students to think critically, and secondly, whether it helps students better navigate their information-rich worlds. While technology changed our world for the better, it is also often critiqued for creating problems like the Infoflux. In a society where we engage with so much information on a daily basis, it is imperative for people to be able to think critically, otherwise we risk creating a loss of meaning. As such, I'm using technology to solve technology's own problems. Instead of creating another scroll-fast culture, mindJig is a tool that teaches people to pause, listen to the competing perspective, and synthesize information critically